Hi there. This is a reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Today we're going to do a hard truth reading. So I'm going to say trigger warning just to be on the safe side. If you can't listen right now, that's totally okay. Come back and listen when you have the right energy. But let's get into it. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but not the best. But I wanted to come on here and do a reading, so that's what we're doing. The birds. Okay. Ten of Swords. I'm just like obsessed with my new deck, so that's probably why I'm here again. Don't judge me. The birds are judging me, I think. Ooh, this one's come out. Ah, the Ten of Swords reversed. I don't know why I thought the word clarity. That's not what that means. But the Devil reversed. Yeesh. You know, I just swept the floor. Death reversed. Dang. Two major arcanas next to each other. I just swept the floor. And they're out here making a mess again. That's what they like to do. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Oop, this. I knew there was going to be more in the front. To the left. Knight of Cups and Eight of Cups. I'm going to have to look up what the Ten of Swords means, reverse. I don't necessarily know, but I know it's not clarity. This goes here. The Lovers, upright. Okay. Really, I think I could just do a reading with the Kipper deck by itself, but maybe next time. The King of Swords, reverse, at the bottom of the deck. Two of Pentacles has been coming up a lot. That's the last card, actually. Last card that came out. Okay, light some sage. Let's look this up real quick. I'm very, very curious. Sorry, 1 second. What am I doing? Ten of Swords. Like, what am I doing? Victimhood. Transformation. You're letting go of what does not serve you, purging all the excess baggage so that you can begin a new cycle, wise from your life experience. Clarity. I guess that is right. Maybe I should trust my intuition, like I'm always telling you folks to do. I mean, I do for the most part, but this one, patient. So I want to say actually signs too, before I get into this more. Actually, the Devil, is that Capricorn? That's Capricorn, Death, Scorpio. I almost, there's something about your gut that you're not trusting and you need to. So Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini twice, because the King of Swords, Libra, and Aquarius energy. Oh, and Scorpio again, Cancer, and Pisces. So we got a lot of water and a lot of air coming through, and one earth sign, but water and air. So the heart and the mind, Gemini, right? Heart and mind, very significant right now. And I mean, they're both important, but you don't want to get in your head, for sure. That might be that might be a place you're in heavy right now, is your mind. You got to find balance. That's why the Two of Pentacles is here. Community. God, I love this deck. I can't stress it enough. I need to tag. I forgot to tag this guy yesterday. I got to see if I can tag him, because I 10 out of 10 recommend this deck to any reader out there who's looking for a new oracle. I mean, this can be used as a tarot deck too, but it's more of an oracle deck. deck. Abuse. Yeesh. Reversed. That abuse feels like self-inflicted, actually. You might come from abuse, whether it's from your childhood and it doesn't, I mean, it could be physical, it can be emotional, it can be both. Yeah. Love spell reverse. Interesting. Gift. There's that gift again. Be careful about, oh, this came out yesterday too, but reversed. Either way, it's not good. Be careful about the gifts that you're being offered. I said that yesterday. I'm going to stress it today because that's twice it came out. What's this? False information. Well, that's definitely important. I don't know why this came out yesterday too. Priest reverse. It wasn't at the bottom of the deck. What's at the bottom of the deck of that? Third parties. Stitch. Third party. I thought that said switch. Or Stitch. I thought that said Stitch. I read that wrong. I'm dyslexic sometimes, so that makes sense. Let's do this before we get into it. I was going to say something, though. What was I going to say? Yeah, be really mindful about any offers that are given to you right now. Listen, trust your gut. Trust that gut. It's very important. I'm being called to pay attention to numbers. You might be called to do that right now. I don't think I have any duplicates as far as, what's that, 6? As far as my tarot. That's 13. Oops. There it is. 10, 8. Oh, 2 8s. 2, 13. Oh, that's 15 or something like that. Okay, let's get into it. So, clarity, romance, walking away, emotional pain reverse, and love offer. There's a lot of love energy showing up in this reading. It could be involving a relationship, but I do feel like there's a strong sense of self coming through this reading as well. So I feel like it's something about how you've treated yourself in the past, but like things might be coming up now and actually in the future that you need to pay attention to for you, like yourself, and what you're projecting outwardly in connections. So whether it's romantic or not, it doesn't matter. But you know, our romantic partnership tends to be kind of like the main thing that gets affected when it's trauma related, if that makes sense, okay? So I would be mindful about how like you're showing up right now and make sure that you're not projecting whatever it is that you're dealing with emotionally or mentally, right? Because the heart and the mind is important right now, like I said. But there's definitely a need to find clarity and walk away from emotional pain is showing up, but I feel like it's more emotional residue. That's the word I'm looking for. Emotional residue from the past. And I feel like that is going to really amp up, like love offers coming up, but I feel like it's going to amp up your connection to your person when you decide to let go. Like there's something coming up from the past that, or there's something that is from the past that's been showing up for you a long time. Can we get an answer on that, Spirit? I'm going to put the priest card down and see if I can get an answer from this deck. Intuitive deck. Awakening. Intuitive Kev's deck. I want to chat with this guy. He's cool. He made this deck. Manifestation reversed. What's on the bottom now? Ooh, pathway change reversed. You got to make a decision to change what was written before. Okay? You need to take a different pathway. Now, that doesn't mean like if you're with somebody, you need a new person, but it's a decision to not do things the same. Okay? And this feels like, ooh, courthouse reversed. It could be a marriage. Maybe you were married before, but like you're picking a new person, like, and actually committing to that person. I did talk about this yesterday, I believe, in my reading. What's this trying to peek out? 5 of Wands. Yeah, you're not in a competition with anybody. You're not competing for somebody's love anymore. Like, you have this person. Like, you're with them. Okay? You're equals. You're not in pain anymore. You're not getting abused. Like, it's about perception and the residue that you, I don't want to leave this here because this isn't the truth. Manifestation reverse. We've manifested the right person, or we're going to. If you're not in a relationship, if you're single, you're going to get the right person. If you're with somebody, you're with the right person. But your perception, the hard truth is how you perceive your relationship, your connection. I do want to pull one more with this deck on this first one. That's what I was gonna do. Thought it was a vibe. Your fear, okay, is that you're missing red flags. You've got false hope. You're whatever didn't work out before, you hoped it was a false hope and it didn't work out for a reason. But your reality now, you know what the truth is in your gut. So trust it. Stop looking for, like, the missing red flag. It would have shown itself already. Okay? Anxiety is trying to get the better of you. The devil is trying to get the better of you. That's why the devil's here in reverse. Okay? The devil. What are you missing? Nothing. Now, nothing in your connection with your loved one, your person that you have now, if you have them, or person you're gonna get. If you're single, like I said, but the devil reversed with gift and ice queen. I'm like, what is this again? So I feel like the hard truth, one of the hard truths is not to just accept any gift that's offered to you because you're not maybe used to getting gifts. Or maybe you get gifts that have, I was going to say consequences. So there is a consequence to some gifts that are going to be offered to you, but maybe you're used to conditional gifts, okay? So you're like skeptical of anything that comes your way, which might not be a bad thing, but like right now, because I feel like you got to be careful about someone that is going to come forward, but like you don't have to constantly be on the lookout with someone that you can trust, okay, or people that you can trust. And you got to be really mindful. Like the devil energy here, 1 second, okay? I don't know why I said 1 second, like you're watching this and I have to tell you that I had to pause. The devil energy is you being, like the devil is trying to put you in this ice queen energy to be cold and distant. Okay? So if you're offered a gift by someone you loved, and it may not be like a physical gift, but like a gift of love, an offer of some kind of love, or, you know, and it doesn't have to be romantic in nature. It can be just anybody offering you anything, like that, anybody that you care about. Don't be in this energy. Don't do it. Receive it. I feel like I saw the Six of Pentacles when I was shuffling. That was yesterday, but the fact that I thought about it, that's about receiving, give and take, okay? Allow yourself to be open to receiving. Stop shutting out everything that is good, okay? You might feel like, I feel like I need to sage for this. You might feel like you're not deserving of gifts. That might be a hard truth. That's not true. Why, if you're such a beautiful human that is okay with giving yourself so freely and even maybe physical gifts to people, that you don't deserve them in return? Why do you feel like that? You need to get to the bottom of that. And because it might be different for people, because I'm not picking up on anything, it might be a different reason for each person. If you want more information, get a one-on-one with me, okay? No pressure, but if you're called to. But there's a reason why you shut people out with their gifts, especially if it's time, energy, like that sort of thing. That's the biggest gift you can get. Receive that shit, okay? The hard truth in this row, this section, is that when you are getting something you deserve, you shut down, you become the person you don't want to be. I want to give you a big, big hug right now. So I'm gonna, like this, okay? You are loved. You are so loved, actually. You have no idea. And it's because of who you are. It's because of who you've always been. And it's really shining through now. But I feel like there's like that residual words coming up again. Residual energy that's like trying to stop you from getting what you want, that devil energy, okay? So, that's a big message, by the way. That's very important. I felt like I had to drive that home hard, and I think you got the message. If you didn't, listen again to that part specifically. Death reversed with false 101 feels important, and karmic masculine reversed. And what's weird on this card, it almost looks like the karmic is whited out for some reason. Maybe he originally had regular masculine and forgot. I'm going to reverse this again, though, because this came out yesterday in the reading as well. This is very important. So we're going back to the beginning of the reading when we were talking about the emotional pain. You need to deal with, the hard truth is there's still residual energy from karmic masculine. Karmic masculines, plural, from your past, okay? They're still showing up here. Contracts, I feel like, are significant, but documents, info, statements, agreement, yeah, like you need to allow the past, the karmic masculines of your past, you need to let that go. You need to allow it to die. Like, You need to allow it to transform into knowledge, wisdom, lessons. Like you learned already from that. Like you learned from those things. So why are you still carrying it? Why are you still carrying it? Let's try to get to the bottom of that. Let me see. I'm going to go with this deck here. It doesn't want to come out. Maybe you don't want to know. That's what I'm getting from my intuition. Why won't you let it go? Come on. Oh, there's two that want to come out. And they, oh, I almost lost them. That's interesting. This came out yesterday too. Scrolling instead of healing. Invited but not wanted is the big one. For sure. Calling it a phase. Escapism is definitely... Ease are significant for you. There might be a name for some of you. E could be a grade. It could be words, multiple words, and that's what I'm drawn to. Escapism, I'm drawn to the ease. Exclusion, emotional distance. So your karmic masculines, that's a big one. Emotional distance. You had individuals who probably show, oh yeah, this is it. Yes, if you resonate with this, this is what you need to deal with. And I do. So I'm going to deal with it. You had karmic masculines come forward in big energy. Like, oh, I love you. Oh, I'm going to, the Knight of Cups, but reversed. Player, like, I love you, I have all this to offer you, I'm gonna give you the fucking world, and then, oh, I'm gonna pull back now, and I'm not gonna give you anything, you get nothing, I'm gonna turn off my emotions, I'm not gonna show you any more of me. You are used to individuals like that, and that's why you're doing this to someone currently that doesn't deserve it because they've never done that to you. Now, you might be with a masculine energy, a divine masculine, which it's weird that it showed up in reverse because it's not true. If you have somebody now that is divine, then you should know if you do. You do if you do. I feel like a lot of you do, and it's giving you anxiety. It's giving me anxiety. They may not be super forthcoming with their feelings, but that doesn't mean they don't feel for you. They might just have a different way of showing it. And gifts, these gifts feel like a thing. So they might be an acts of service, kind of. Actually, I wasn't going to say this. So 1 second, I'm saying it again. All right, I completely forgot what I was saying, but I do know I was talking about emotional distance with masculine energies. So I know I was saying, like, if you're with somebody now, oh, gifts, that's right. So I was going to say your person might be like a gift giving. Like that might be their love language, but I said acts of service. So you might have a partner or a person that is more of an acts of service or a gift giver. Then they share emotionally, like easily. So understand that everybody has different ways of expressing. You might be in a very expressive person who their love language is words of affirmation. And either that's going to work for you or it isn't. Like, this person's not like you. And that's what makes things work sometimes, too, is being different. You don't want everything to be the same. Sorry about my nose. So then we've got the Eight of Pentacles with, was the Lovers upright? I guess so. Lovers upright. And Love Spell reversed. You might resonate with, this is weird, a lot of love stuff's coming up. But it could be for all connections that you have with people. You might like try too hard. You might feel like you have to try too hard with people to show them that you care. You might even use, like, unintentionally, but it happens, like manipulation to get the things you want out of people. So you really have to, that's another thing you're going to have to work on. And it feels like it could be tied to the emotional distance piece from people. Like you think, oh, maybe if I do more, these people will understand. Like, it's a self-worth thing and an insecurity. These people understand how I really feel about them. And that's not the case. So I feel like you're kind of in this, even though the world didn't come up, this cycle of like people pleasing, caretaking, just trying to appease other people. And I realized the other day with a friend, I was doing this where I was trying to like win them over or something. And it's like, I don't have to do that. I'm just a good person. People like me, and either they like me or they don't. Like, I don't have to work to become friends with somebody. That's silly, but I understand where it comes from. And that's when you realize why you're doing what you're doing, that's the key to, like, start stopping it, right? So you've never really had to work hard to get people's attention or to have people like you, but that's something you might feel. So getting to the bottom of that too, and it could be the distance, like emotional distance, or having differences in people, with people in general. Like they operate differently than you is what I mean. And then you feel like, oh, I got to do something to try to get them to, like, understand me or to fit in, for sure. And if you have to do that for anybody to get them to like you, then they're not meant for you, period. And that's something you've learned along the way, but it's coming up to the surface. It's a hard truth right now that you need to kind of sit with, okay? Then we got the Two of Pentacles. Balance. You got Lovers and Two of Pentacles. Balance, 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 balance. You're tired of hearing about it. Divine, woo! Okay, that was Divine Masculine reverse. And it flew away because we're not in that energy anymore. We don't attract those kind of people, period. By abusive people, reversed. Let's see if I can get that. So obviously you're not trying to find balance with people that don't serve you. But if you are currently, remember those gifts I was talking about that you don't want, offers, you're getting reminded that those kind of things aren't for you. And there's a balance in, like, who we are too, right? Like, the past doesn't define you, divine keeps coming up. The past doesn't define you. So, you can continue to carry these traits, this victimhood, this, people pleasing, caregiving. You can carry those, but they're not going to serve you, the person you're becoming. So I feel like you're getting kind of a nudge to, like, truly let your old story go. It's not who you are anymore. Like, why are you still telling it? If you are, okay. And I find it interesting that at the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Swords reversed with, and the Ace of Cups is reversed right underneath that. But Ace of Swords, clarity. Okay. We talked about clarity. And single, sexy, and successful came up yesterday too, but it was reversed and it's coming up now. So you might be single right now, like I'm saying, but, or maybe you're thinking about being single, or maybe you're thinking about when you were single, like how easy it was. Like, I don't know, like, that's your story. You got to tell it. If you are with somebody that you love and care about and you don't want to be with them anymore, then fine, like, make that decision, but you don't have to. You need to be an individual is kind of the message coming up. You need to let go of the caregiving, codependency, people pleasing. and be this bad bitch, okay? Or man, whatever you are, like whatever you identify as ascending. But I find it interesting that we've got the King of Swords reverse with the Priest reverse, because that feels like, okay, you've got an emotionally unavailable, again, masculine energy. Now the Ten of Wands reverse wants to be shown with Priest reverse, lack of faith, right? Lack of faith. And this wound is like a big wound with different types of things in it, but it all goes back to masculine energy. So whether it started in your youth with your father or a father type figure, and went on and evolved in relationships, love relationships, it's being highlighted for a reason. You're needing to let it go and not exist in that reality anymore. So whoever's hurt you, damaged you, did these kind of things to you, it was hard. Spirit is acknowledging that, but are you going to keep repeating the same pattern? Are you going to keep letting it define you? Are you going to keep like wearing it on your sleeve and acting like you're still existing in that reality now is the question. Because I don't think you're living in that reality anymore. So you got to stop acting like you are and find balance in your new reality. It's time to really let that story go. Like that story is very present in this reading. And spirit and in your ancestors, like I feel like ancestors are coming forward, don't want you to live in that reality anymore. You deserve everything that you want. And it's about allowing yourself to receive it too. So, even if you're with somebody, like I say, that's emotionally like maybe stunted is the word I want to use. It's not that they don't have the capacity, but maybe they, like how they grew up is a reason why they're a little closed off that way. You don't have to keep telling that story either. You can allow them to step into the energy that you want to receive too. This person's more than capable of being, and they have shown that they're emotionally sound for you. Like even if they don't understand that you're emotional, they probably still show up for you and listen, right? So you can either let them stay where they're at or give them room to show up for you in the way that you want them to, right? And that's what I think you should choose. It's scary, right? That's scary because you're used to these emotionally unavailable people. And I feel like it's spread out in your whole life. It's not just romantic partners, it's friends, it's family. It started with family probably. So, you don't know what that really feels like and looks like, and it might be terrifying for you, but you deserve it. Okay, that's the truth. That's the absolute truth. Do you want to pull anywhere else? I feel like I got to come to this deck. We're going to end on this deck, okay? And it's energy. It's all about energy. Life is about energy. What you're putting out and what you're, allowing in, okay? Don't settle for anything less than you deserve. Period. Peridot. Me and my friend spell period with a T at the end, so I always say peridot. Period. But peridot. This wants to go over here. Aries reversed. Yeah, like aggressive. Like defensive. Like you don't want to be in that energy anymore. Pisces, okay? Intuition, okay? Big hearts. Imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic. You're very empathetic, adoring. And I feel like the empathy used to get you in trouble because you give people too much of the benefit of the doubt and you're afraid of doing that again, but you won't. That's not who you are anymore. So the numinous, I don't know if I'm saying that right, mystery. The unknown, oh my God, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth. You know what the truth is about people, the people around you now. start acting like that. 7th house, relating, okay? Partners, balance, not the freaking justice, the weighing things. Best friends, marriage, relationships, opposition is okay. Equilibrium, sharing, communication, justice, balance, social awareness. Yes, that's where you're, and there's a couple kissing. That's where you're living now. Start being in that reality. Stop living in the old, like, it's almost like you're watching TV. You keep watching the same movie and over, and you're not living. That's not where you're at right now. So stop acting like it. Aries reversed. This feels like defensive energy, and it's going back to this, okay? It's like aggressive, challenging, and it's a self-preservation, what am I trying to say here? There's a term for it. I don't know. But you've created a world where you had to be on guard. And I've said this a million times before, but it's coming up again. You got to let your guard down and put your guard up and say, well, it's not even about a guard. Just say no to people that you don't want to, communicate with, be in a relationship with. Like, no, that's it. There's no question about it. You're just like, no, I don't want that. Carry around some amethyst right now if you feel called to, because it's all about peace, keeping your peace, okay? Anybody that challenges you or anybody that isn't aligned with you, just say no. That's it. And if you feel on the defense with people you care about, you got to let your guard down. Let your walls down. Let them crumble. I see them crumbling down in just making way and room for the life you've always wanted, okay? This was a really good hard truth reading. I'm so glad I did it today. I hope it helped you. Any likes, shares, comments, but especially subscribers to my channel are super appreciated. If you'd like to donate to my channel, it's not expected but appreciated as well. I will put my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal in the comments. I now have a phone number for my business. You can call it to set up an appointment with me. We can do the reading on the phone, so you don't have to do it online if you don't like that. If you text me one time, I will give you a message just specially for you. And then if you want to book a one-on-one reading with me, I will put my website, so you can do that if you prefer a Zoom meeting or a video reading, which is not one-on-one with me and a little less expensive. I will put that in the comments as well. Again, I hope this helped you, and any comments about what you liked about the reading or how you resonated with the reading, I love to hear those. There's somebody in particular that always comments, and I super love hearing what they resonated with and what they like, and any kinds of readings you guys want me to do, please share that as well. Take care.